Hello everybody. I am actually in a hotel right now. Most of you probably know in SoCal. That is great. It's sunny, huh? That's my home, is in Southern California. Hey everybody. Okay, so I am in Auburn Hills, Michigan right now. I am from Southern California. I'm seeing some people here that are new. If you're new to me, my name is Rowena, and I am the designer and maker of the Sojourner. Hi from Scotland, Jules, hey, good to see you here. I am the designer and maker of Sojourner Traveler's Notebook, which is designed to assist you in documenting your life on the daily and as it happens. My last couple of scopes, I've been demonstrating how to draw simply and watercolor, which is really what I do to put in my planners or journals. Hi Roberta. If I do not acknowledge you, I'm sorry. I may not be looking at my iPad, which is in front of me. And just know that I'm very thankful that you guys are here, and I hope that I can encourage you to do some fun things in your planners or your notebooks in an easy manner and just enjoy it. Where can they be found? You mean the Sojourners? My notebooks, they're sojournersusa.net. Yeah, sojournerusa.net. Thank you, Maria. Okay, so before I get started, I know that sometimes it's very difficult to get started in doing this, and you know, the whole point in the why I'm teaching this is because I would like to help you just let go and just do. And so I want to just touch really quickly on that. There's a lot of inspirations out there, one of which I love to go to museums. Possibly, maybe that's because I was a graphic designer in college, but I've always been interested in art, and so I go there for inspiration. There's a lot of people who do really cool things on Instagram. Some of them hi Deborah, okay, thanks for stopping by. Some of them are on Instagram, and you know, just look at images, look at everything. And then there's also, I wanted also to touch really quickly on how to kind of get loosened up before you start. So I'm going to show you a couple of things really quick. Oh, I forgot a napkin. So let me grab that real quick. I'm going to need that. Okay, sorry about that. Do you paint, draw every day, make time, or just when you feel like it? Basically, when I feel like it, I am really quite busy making the notebooks, and my top priority is to journal. Sometimes I will journal with drawings or paintings on it, or just to play, but I also journal just straight journaling with just my writing, because to me that's what's important, is documenting what I did that day. Not only for myself, but also for the future, for my girls and anybody else that might come across my journals, I guess. So I talk about little historical things in there, and things that are happening, and my feelings about things, and scripture verses, and my thoughts on certain scriptures, things like that. But yeah, I don't do it every day. I just do it, like right now, I've been doing it a lot because I'm practicing for you guys. But thank you. Just wondered where your motivation comes from. My motivation, I just like to create, and I feel like if I'm not creating something, I don't feel right. I feel like I'm not in the right place. So I'm creating something on a daily basis. It may not be in particular art or what have you, but you know, I create something for sure every day. I mean, it could even be cooking, although I'm not a cook. So anyway, so let me show you some really quick exercises, guys, so that you can kind of loosen up. Oh, one of the things that you might want to do is put music on, whatever it takes for you to relax and to just enjoy the moment and not to worry about things. And sometimes what I do is when I have a really hectic schedule, I stop and I just sit and I just play and I just let myself think of other things. And so one of the things you could do is listen to music. If you like to listen to music, I typically, the music I like to listen to when I'm doing stuff like this is classical music. So anyway, get whatever it takes for you to relax. I also have some ocean sounds, hey Evelyn, ocean sounds. I have storm sounds, which I really love. Yes, sure. If you don't mind that, if that's not irritating to you, sure, that would count. See, we have a bird, and for me, that would not count at all because that gets irritating when I hear her squawking. So let me go ahead and get started. One of the things that I've taught my daughters to loosen up when they're painting or doing things like this is that yes, I love noise like rain. I love it. Anyway, is usually I have them do this on a big piece of paper and I have them use their whole arm. And so basically it's just going around in circles. And just play. And again, this actually really works when you're using your whole arm. So if you have just a large piece of paper or something that but you can do it here too, small. And then just play, and then you just try different colors, see how things work, you know, do this. That just kind of helps you loosen up. Easy. Again, put some music on if that works for you. Whatever will just kind of help you relax. And you can do that also with pens, you know, to warm up your hands. Netflix is good too. Exactly, you can journal over that. It's kind of cool. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off, it's wet. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start out with that flower that I showed you guys on Instagram, or I had in my video, my little video. So, well, before I get started, let me briefly just go over some of my tools. I have these sable brushes. I got pink hearts today. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hearts. I'm not even noticing them right now. I'm sorry. But I do look back over these so that I can try to improve on what I'm doing and also try to catch some of the names. So thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So I have sable brushes. These are not the most expensive brushes, and that's okay. They work for me. This is a number 10 round. I'm going to be using these today, all of these. A number 4, a number 2, a 6, a 0, all round brushes, and I have the Derwent Ink 10s watercolor pencils, and this is a Staedtler Pigment Liner 03. I'll be using that to ink something later. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to take my number 10 and I'm going to make that flower for you. So it's this one right here. And basically, I'm gonna put this to the side for reference. Basically, I just take it and I just do that. I hope that's close enough for you guys to see, not like last time, it was kind of far. Okay, and then I just put some more. So it's almost like a V, but it doesn't have to be. It can be kind of rounded like a U. I'm sorry, you asked a question, I didn't see it. and I just saw pen. It's a Statler, if you're asking about what kind of pen. My paperweight, I really have no clue. This is I like to use this because I can use different mediums in it. It's a Canson mixed media, mixed media. So that's that one. And then what I'm going to do is take the really thin one. Hi, Cece. I'm catching these as I'm looking up. This one is a 0. I'm going to dip that, and I'm going to take some of this green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the blue on that, because see how it just kind of scatters? I hope you guys can see that. There we go. How it just kind of scatters. I think that's a cool effect. And you know, when you're looking at something, you see the shadowing of the different colors. So I take it on there. And sometimes I add it. Very easy. I'm sorry, I saw something go up, but I didn't get to read it. And then maybe take some water if you want. You could tip it a little bit. Even blow on it so you can get some of that color. Just like that. Whoops. Let's add some more water. Micron has waterproof. Yes, Micron is waterproof. I actually used to always use that for my Bible because it's really nice. Again, maybe blow on it, shake it up a little bit, have fun with it. Okay, so that's that. You can leave it that way. I think it looks kind of cool, but I'm gonna go ahead and go back and put some other touches to it. But I wanna show you a different flower right now so that you can, so that while this dries. So I'm going to take a thicker brush, which is the number 6, I believe. Yep, number 6. And again, you know, layering works. You can make it very simple. Flowers. I'm drawing flowers. You can make it very simple, like this is simple, or you can layer it and put some other touches to it, which I'll show you. If you've not seen any of my other scopes, I've done about 3 of them that has to do with doing simple flowers with for the plane. Yeah, I did. I packed all that I have and some pencils. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks. Wait, what petals? Oh, up here. Yeah, I'm all into simplicity, as you guys know. Anyway, I have, they are archived, so you can go back and replay them. Okay, let me go ahead and show you this one. This other flower. This you kind of have to really, here, let me try to get this in here, to really wet your paint and load your brush with a lot of paint. But you're going, I'm just going to do it here. What you do is just, you want to make a circle or close to a circle. And then you're just going to take the bottom end of your brush and you're just going to go to the outside, circular, This can even be an exercise right here. You can get your frustrations out or you can use it to just do your exercise before you start so you can loosen up. And then you can take a darker color and then maybe put it in the middle. Wait for it to dry, I guess. Okay, now I know everyone can do that. That should not cause anyone to stress over at all. All of these really should not cause anyone to stress, right? Okay, Babette, thank you for stopping by. Okay, and then you can add, like I said, you can add color here. And if you want, you could just do that too. Gives it a little bit of a dimension. And then I will go ahead and take my really thin brush, my 0, I believe, and I'll just get some of my green. You know, you could do these in different colors. I mean, doesn't have to necessarily be realistic. Whatever color you want to try. And that's it. And you've got a flower. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go back to this here, and I'm just going to add a little more touches to it. So I mean, you know, for me, there's really no rhyme or reason. I just do stuff that I think will look good. That's great. You haven't started yet? Come on, Maria. What are you waiting for? And you can go on the outside. There you go. So that's the watercolor pencil. And then you can take your brush. That watercolor pencil is Derwent. Still have one exam on Friday. Okay, it's a Derwent Inktense. And then I just go over with those, and so with the Inktense, and just make it a little bit darker. So it gives it a little bit of a dimension. Okay, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them up. Hi, Donna. Go ahead and put them up so that I can, while I'm kind of looking up, because this part is easy. If you have any questions, if I missed any questions. Hello for those of you who are just now joining. And also notice I leave some white spaces because in watercolor you have to leave the white because once you put paint on it, it's very difficult to take off. So if you want to have some whites in your photo, or I'm sorry, in your video, then you're going to need to go ahead and just leave them. So there you go. Is this bad? I'm using my Moleskine to write notes on this. No, not at all. Paper is paper. There's paper everywhere. You can always get paper. I love using nice paper, even for my scratches and such. And in fact, what I use for this is a small, I brought a small Moleskine so that I can do really quick sketches and such while I'm on the plane. So I brought that along because this right here was in my luggage. I didn't want to take it out, this big old thing. So that's it. I can also go back and put some ink on that, which I'm not going to right now because it's still wet. I'm going to let it dry. Now this other one I want to show you guys are leaves. This one's fun. This one here is something that you can, here, I'll show you a picture. It's really relaxing to do this, believe it or not. So what I would suggest is you get one of these notebooks and you just play in it, okay? Use nice paper. I mean, of course, this is not the nicest paper. This is fair. It's not going to fall apart on you easily. So use nice paper and play on it. And with this particular one, you can go ahead and do this really big and just keep doing a bunch of these, okay? I used to feel bad and not want to use my nice journals. Yeah, you got to get over that. I know that you said you used to, but for those who just feel like they can't use their nice journals, you have to get over that. You're worth a nice journal, I think. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start that leafage. And I'm going to start down at the bottom, and I'm just going to make a stem, okay? And I'm going to take my thicker brush. Wait, do I have my red? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'll use this one first. And I go to the top first. And basically, while you kind of want to go, you want to lay it down a little thick, and then as you're moving, maybe twirl it a little bit, okay? Okay. I'm glad you guys are talking with each other. And then you lift to make it thin at the edge. You see that? Here's another one. Kind of have to do it a little slow. And then if you might, to make it a variation, you want to maybe just do a little stem and then lay it down thick. Can't really make a mistake on these. Are you guys trying this along with me? You can do this all over the page. You don't even have to have a stem. Just start doing it. And then some leaves go into other leaves. So who's doing this with me right now? I wish you could show it to me. All right, Donna. Are you having fun doing it? Me for the flowers? Fantastic, you guys. Thank you. I'm not, but then I'd miss the whole thing. Practice would be like... I hope it doesn't disappear. Okay, and then again, just a little stem, and then me changing diapers, drinking tea at the moment. Hi, Beverly. I didn't see you sneak up on us here there. It's good to see you. Can't have tea. Actually, after this, I'm leaving. I got everything ready before I started this because as soon as I'm done, I am heading out on a date with myself. I'm gonna go have tea because I need to work. I need to edit pictures. So that wasn't so hard, was it? Okay, maybe it was. This is actually not the easiest necessarily, so you just have to practice. I mean, it's once you start doing it, it's just kind of fun. So just do a bunch of those off to the side, you know. And then you could do a whole page of the different flowers that I've shown you, and then just intersperse it with some leafage. Play with your brushes. And then you can make these small. Now, so let's say you have, sorry, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing your comments. I'm trying to concentrate. See, so you could make these small. Whoops. Kind of looks like a fern, huh? Anyway, there you go. Isn't that fun, you guys? You concentrate. That's okay. Thank you. Okay, and so now I'm going to go ahead and go into, oh, I'm glad that you like it, Beverly. Sometimes I think, gosh, this is so simple that maybe it's too simple for people, but you know, I know there's some there that are not into a lot of painting or anything, and this is just a good way to get you started. So I will go ahead and use my Staedtler ink, and I just go into it. You don't even have to do this if you don't. I don't think it needs it necessarily sometimes. Sometimes I use it just to help define because maybe I went off and it looks kind of funky, and so I use it to kind of just maybe take your eye off the funkiness of it. But then again, it's, see, like, it is a in its nature, so. Like this one, I'd probably want to add a little bit. Because the shape kind of got wonky there. Just play. Enjoy the process. And so here I'll show you this one here. This has small leaves. Let's see if I can focus on that. Here, let me lift this up. And I'll show you this one up close. And in the leaves, you can add more to it, you know, so it'll give it like shadowing. Like here, you could add a little bit darker if you'd like to. But see how this is right here, this leaf? That's just by the one stroke. It's kind of cool. I like seeing the different, you know, just by one stroke. Very simple. So you guys gonna try this? The ones who aren't doing it right now with me? And you're gonna tag me and show me, right? I would love to see that. This is the one that was on my Yes, all right. Carlinda. That's a pretty name. See, like right here, got a little funky, but you know what? It looks like a heart, doesn't it? I might go back and fix that, but it's cool. So that's about it, you guys. I shall try to attempt this afternoon during my son's nap. Yes. Yes, that is correct. And you know what? Sometimes I know I do this myself. Sometimes in thinking about doing it, I think of all these things that I need to do to prepare. And I think, okay, this has to be exactly this way. I have to have this much time, etc., etc. Just have your tools out, have it at the kitchen counter while you're cooking, while you're doing chores. If you get just a second, just do it. Just make one flower and then move away. Do the rest of what you were needing to do, you know, and that is the way you practice. I know that when I wanted to practice guitar, I had a guitar on a stand where my daughters were doing their homeschool in our homeschool room. And when I'd get a break and they're doing something, some seat work, I would take it out and I would start plucking. And as soon as they had a question, I'd put it down and then I would start again. And I learned how to play guitar really quickly doing that because I constantly practice. And that's the same with this. Don't try to think about it has to be a perfect time, it has to be a perfect mood. I mean, it helps if you have that, but for the most part, just have your tools ready to go and just do it, just play. And that way you'll get to practice, and before you know it, you'll be able to do this in your planners or what have you. And even practicing, go ahead and practice on your notebooks, you know, because then you can write in it. Like this, for instance. I love practicing in here because then I just can write right on top of it. So anyway, those are just some hints. Hope that helps you guys. Hi, Danny. You caught me live, but I'm at the end here. I'm about to say goodbye, so you'll have to do a replay. It's good to see you here, though. Did she tell us how much time she puts into a picture? I don't know whose that is. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. I'm going to probably have a couple more of these as I think of flowers, other flowers to do. And as usual, document your life as it happens. And have a great day, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you again.